We're Liz and Dennis, full-time RVers and digital nomads, currently on a summer RV road trip through Michigan. After spending 3 weeks traveling Michigan's Mitt, we made our way to northern Michigan, exploring the Upper Peninsula's natural beauty and incredible lake shores. But after 4 weeks, our time here is coming to an end. Join us this week in our final vlog, RVing Michigan's UP, as we visit some of the most remote destinations home to gorgeous waterfalls, epic free camping, beautiful lake shores, and even a monk's monastery. So beautiful. It happened again. I'm a little nervous. We made it to Marquette. Marquette is a college town. The University of Michigan has a campus here, and it's kind of has things happening for the UP, which is a rather rural area. There's only 325,000 people who live here year-round. That's in the whole Upper Peninsula. So all of the towns are super small with not that much to do. Marquette has a little bit more to do than some of the other towns we've stopped in, which is nice. One of the most famous activities is jumping off of Black Rock at Presque Isle. If you've watched our vlog for a while, you know that I am an avid jumper. Ain't no mountain too high. Actually, that's not true. There's definitely cliffs that are too high, but I do go for a good jump. And so when I heard that there's like a really great rock to jump off here into Lake Superior, I think I'm gonna give it a go. I'm a little nervous. We don't know where the rock to jump off is though, because the rocks that we're on right now are very shallow. It's not safe. So I think we have to walk around for a little to find the right one. I think we found it. Maybe it's where the huge crowd of people jumping off rocks are. That was so cold. It wasn't that high. I've jumped off higher in the cenote, Mexico, but it was so cold. But I'm gonna do it again because we need pictures. That was really fun. If you are into jumping, I highly suggest it. The highest rock is very intimidating, but you can do it.
So what do you do after watching your wife jump off cliffs? Come to the local farmer's market and you get some pasture-raised pulled pork. No bun, because we gluten-free like that. At least we try to be. We cheat a lot.
The farmer's market is here 2 days a week during the summer. Wednesday night, they just do a 2-hour, kind of like a smaller version. Saturday is supposed to have a ton more vendors. And I loved the selection here. They had great meats, vegetables, flowers for sale, and they had prepared food. So we tried the pulled pork, and we also got a vegan taco using lion's mane mushroom. If you've been following us for a while, you also know that we get funky with some mushrooms. We love Four Sigmatic, which has different powders that you can add to your coffee or take as teas in the evening. Lion's mane is one of them. It's very good for your brain, memory. Lion's mane taco. Really good. The sauce they put on top when they have pickled beets, excelente. If you're interested in learning more about Four Sigmatic and how we take our lion's mane mushrooms among others, we'll have a link in the description below and a discount code for you if you'd like to give them a try. All right, Marquette, you're small, but you're delivering on the health food. They have a local food co-op that was like an established health food store. It was pretty big and had a wide selection. They also, of course, have the farmer's market we just visited, but they also have this really awesome place called Lake Shore Depot. It is super small, but they have a huge selection and it's all locally sourced. They have things from Ohio, Wisconsin, Michigan. They had high quality meats, fish. It was really great selection. So if you need to supplement and you're looking for health food like us, you're in store, which is thank God, because before this, the pickings were slim. We could not be happier to be in this spot. We've been staying in established campgrounds, state parks, things that have full hookups. It's not because we're reliant on full hookups. We actually are self-sufficient. It's really that there's just not a ton of free camping in Michigan. Free camping and boondocking does exist. It's just not very abundant, and when there is free camping or boondocking spots, it's normally really far out in the woods, not close to anything we've been trying to see. So we've been paying for camping, and our campground budget has been blown over the past 6 weeks. I will tell you that we've spent a lot camping. So this is why we are so excited to be here right now in the middle of a forest with like barely anyone around. We're at Bond Falls Campground, which is technically free. If you have a state park pass, it gets you in. But if you don't, you have to pay for that pass in order to camp here. So it can be free depending on your situation. For us, our state park pass has already paid for itself a long time ago. So we didn't have to pay anything to be here. There's no services, but the campgrounds are beautiful. It's first come, first serve. We drove in, we found a great spot, and we have internet connection. So we'll be here for the whole weekend, taking all the vibes in. And now, after finishing some work for the day, we're gonna go for a lovely little hike to Bond Falls. Impressive! These falls are gorgeous. They're so much bigger than I was expecting. Super worth coming out here in the middle of the woods. Plus, it's a bonus of free camping nearby. And we saw an eagle, legit so close to us. It was epic. I've never seen an eagle that close in the wild. Even if you're not gonna stay overnight at the campground, this is super worth it. Come here, walk the trail, enjoy the falls. Hopefully see a bald eagle.
Got hit by a car, it looks like, or who knows, maybe a bird attacked it, but its wing is all messed up and it can't fly now. Yeah, if something, sees it struggling, at least maybe you'll get eaten.
Seeing nature play out its course is hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's tough watching something struggle.
All in all, that was a great hike. Big reward for very little effort. It was only like 30 minutes from our campground.
Sure. And if you can't do the trail down from the outpost, there is a road that'll take you down to the bottom next to the scenic site, so you can just get out at the parking lot, and there's a wheelchair ramp and everything, so it's totally ADA accessible, which is really nice.
And now we're a little bit hungry. I think if we're in for a campfire night and something tasty.
As long as the mosquitoes don't carry us away.
It's true, there's lots of mosquitoes out here. Like a lot.
Well,
a lot.
There's more than we would like, but it's not as bad as Campeche after the storm. That's for sure. That was bad.
The next day, we made our way to the Keweenaw Peninsula, the northernmost part of Michigan, and one of the snowiest places in the United States, having a record cumulative snowfall of over 30 feet in the winter of 1978 to 79. The peninsula is known for its abundance in copper, and played a huge role in the copper run in the mid-1800s. It's also one of the most remote places in Michigan, nestled on Lake Superior, the largest of the Great Lakes and the largest freshwater lake in the world by surface area.
It's a new day. We're at a new state park in a new city. We came to Copper Harbor, which is one of the points where you can get to Isle Royale National Park. It is a very remote national park. It's one of the fewest visited in all of the national park system. It's supposed to be beautiful and epic. There's a lodge there. You can do backcountry camping. There's no motorized vehicles there. So it's supposed to be a very off-the-grid experience. We tried to go, but unfortunately, it is a very popular experience this summer. So we're gonna hop on the scooter today. We're gonna explore the area. We won't be able to explore it as extensively as we may like, but we're gonna try and see as much as we can in our time here.
Outside the town of Eagle Harbor is one of the area's most popular attractions, the Jam Pot, a local bakery and store selling wild berry jams and freshly baked goods made from local and regional organic ingredients. But the Jam Pot isn't special just for what it sells. It's unique because it's run and operated by the neighboring Byzantine Catholic monastery, which calls the Keweenaw Peninsula home.
I'm gonna have to take my shoes off in the shower.
It happened again. We got stuck in the rain on the scooter. Last time this happened, we were in Calakmul in Mexico, coming back from a bat cave. When we left here, it was beautiful and sunny, and since we don't have very good reception here, we had no idea a huge storm was coming from Houghton Hancock, and it caught us by surprise. So while it was a bummer to get caught in the rain, we're soaking wet. It was still a fun little stopover. I think now we're gonna get dry, get cozied up, have a cup of tea, and watch some Harry Potter. Better. The sun is officially back out. I'm pretty sure the storm was over as soon as we got home. But it was still nice to have tea and our little treats we bought from the Jam Pot and watch Harry Potter. It was a nice afternoon. But we're gonna stretch our legs, go for a walk, try and see a little bit more of this area since our day ended a little bit earlier than we expected.
From our campsite at Fort Wilkins State Park, it's just a short walk to the restored Army outpost, which was originally built in 1844. The fort was established to help keep order on the peninsula between copper miners during the copper rush of the mid-1800s. It was also used, as they put it, to keep the peace with the native Anishinabeg people that inhabited this area for thousands of years prior. In 1842, just 2 years before the fort was built, the Anishinabeg were forced to cede 10 million more acres of the land now known as Michigan and Wisconsin with the La Pointe Treaty. Within a few months of the treaty signing, there were over 100 new mining rights claimed in the Keweenaw Peninsula, all for copper. The fort housed no more than 100 enlisted men and families at any given time, but had everything necessary for survival on the peninsula, including a hospital, emporiums, and church. Today, visitors can see what it was like to live at Fort Wilkins in the 1800s. Given its remote location and brutal seasons, it was both a beautiful and challenging place to call home. The fort operated until 1870, when it was terminated as a military outpost with the decline in demand for copper.
On your way to or from Copper Harbor, you'll pass through the town of Houghton Hancock, which is home to MIT. It's a college town. There's a mine here, Quincy Mine, that you can actually tour. We've had several people tell us it's a pretty cool experience. We don't have time for it this time, but we did pass by Peterson's Fish Market. We stopped in to stock up on some fresh fish, but they also have a restaurant here that is famous for their fish and chips. So we caved. We got an order to split. Our last stop at Michigan's Upper Peninsula is the Porcupine Mountains. This is a very remote area that borders Wisconsin. It's over 60,000 acres of wilderness to enjoy and explore. There's yurts, cabins, camping, backcountry camping dispersed throughout all of the 60,000 acres, and it's positioned right next to Lake Superior, so you can enjoy all of the beautiful lake views on the beach, but you can also get a taste of wilderness and some of that just raw natural beauty. We made our way to Lake of the Clouds today. It was a very easy walk to an overlook that gives you these incredible views of the Lake of the Clouds. This is the most famous spot in all of the Porcupine Mountains. If you Google it, this is probably the picture that comes up, and you can see why. It's truly breathtaking. All you see for miles is just nature, which is so cool. The opposite side of the park, about an hour's drive away, is Presque Isle, which is where several waterfalls and a river run straight into Lake Superior. It's super beautiful area with tons of boardwalks and stairs throughout so that you can enjoy all of the different vistas. It's definitely worth driving to explore. There is a campground on this end as well that offers more primitive camping, but beautiful RV parking spots. And it's just so serene over here, listening to the water and seeing how it's kind of carved into this gorge. Super cool. The beach is a little slice of paradise. We're just taking it all in. Dennis is rock hunting. Petoskey, on the way up to the UP, is known for its stones. And a lot of people go specifically there to hunt and enjoy. If you get them buffed, they can be really beautiful. But up in the UP, they also have special stones. And if you use a black light, you can find fluorescent rocks that glow under the black light that can be really cool, different colors. We didn't have a black light, we just found this out very recently, so unfortunately we probably won't be able to participate in that activity, but if you're coming, that would be something cool to have and prepare for. Dennis is definitely vibing. I'm just laying in the sun, taking in all of the warmth because it's quite chilly today. With us being on the scooter, the breeze is pretty cold, so I'm happy to be in the sun, just listening to the waves. Totally zenned out. We didn't even realize we stayed there for almost 2 hours at the beach. Now it's getting super late. We still have an hour drive back to our campground. Oh, we're so close.
Wish we had one of them fancy real-time deals where we didn't have to refresh, but we ain't that bougie.
We started YouTube knowing nothing. Nothing about what to do with YouTube. We didn't know how to film, we didn't know how to edit, we didn't know how to tell a story. And we were really inconsistent with our posting and just all of it. We were all over the place. If you go back to our beginning videos, you'll know. But look, here we are, 3 years later, and we're hitting 50,000 subscribers.
That was pretty incredible. I might not seem excited about this number, but just because it's still like very unreal for me. Like 50,000 people actually hit the subscribe button to continually watch our channel. Like, that's nuts.
To join us on this journey. We're so thankful for each and every one of you that have subscribed, that are here with us, how our videos bring joy or bring back a memory or have inspired you or helped you on your path forward. It's just awesome to have this community here, and we're so glad that we're able to share this with you. So thank you. Thank you for subscribing. Hopefully 50K more coming very soon. But we are very, very excited. Okay, let's refresh.
Okay, here goes nothing.
The site can't be reached. Come on. Oh, no!
Of course.
We gained 2 subscribers. We never got to see the 50.
50K.
Yay!
High five.
Oh, good job, baby. Look at that. That's us.
50K. I don't know what to say. Honestly, I'm flabbergasted. Cool.
Free.
Kind of free if you have a Stakes Park Pass. Have a annual States Park Pass, then you can get in here for free. So ours has already paid for itself. What? Did I say stakes again? Okay. We're excited to get outside and be outdoors.